Hello and welcome to replay number 25 of the Battle for Middle-earth II. We're done with Rise of the Witch King, so now we are jumping back into regular to watch more replays. This is all I have left at the moment, so I will try and get through these and then possibly record more games that I can make replays on. I made a video of that one. Let's do I feel like I already made a video on that one as well, but maybe I didn't. Let's do 2v1 Black Gate. I still remember this game. I'm gonna spoil it, I guess. But it is literally a 2v1 on a regular map. It's not so much a regular map, but so here we have myself as Dwarves, and my partner Long Con as the men, against Big Boss as Urkai or Isengard, which we prefer to call them. Isengard, I guess, would make more sense since it's what they're called. And yeah, he challenged me and Long Con to a 2-on-1 for some reason. But we took that challenge, and here we are. So we are opting to build our stuff near the gate. And my teammate Long Con is more or less messing around this game. But yeah. Here's Gloin. That is my starting hero I've chosen. Gloin is always a good starting hero. And there is alerts from the enemy. So alerts will come through and see this. Well, potentially. He's actually just out of range of seeing these two things. Which is kind of amusing. He might be able to see the corner of this, I'm not sure. But he will see Gloin, that's for sure. Well, I say that. I'm pretty sure he can see him. Whatever the case. He's getting ready quickly. He didn't start with Uruk pits, but he is building them. So he will be pumping out troops to attack us with. And looks like I'm going straight demolishers. Which potentially could be disastrous for him if I used it correctly, but let's be honest. And my partner is trying to get archers up on this black gate. Which isn't actually possible by normal means. You can't just walk up there. You have to glitch them up there somehow. And he's actually going to lose this trebuchet, which is a lot of money to lose early game. So that sucks for us. $1,000 is a huge cost. But yeah, at some point he does actually manage to get some archers up on this gate. That's mainly what he was trying to do this entire game. So we really need troops, actual troops, like swordsmen and such, which we do not have. Looks like I'm just trying to get mine shafts going. And sending more demolishers for some reason. Maybe I'm trying a mass demolisher strat, who knows. I don't quite remember what I was thinking in this game. But he does have some swordsmen and he does have some crossbows, so Alerts has his little army, which is definitely superior to our army. Although, you can run these through troops quite well as cavalry, sort of, and they do a lot of crushing damage. These are hard to stop. So I don't know if I use them that way, but they can be used that way. Guess we will see. I did send Gloin up here by himself. Not the best of ideas. I don't think Gloin can outrun these guys. Definitely not Lurtz, as you see. But thankfully he just chooses not to follow me into there. And now he has two things of pikemen as well, so... He's got a very diverse army, as he should. Like, that's a good composition right there. Two of each, and Alerts is a great army. Thankfully I do have a hall of warriors of my own, and I am starting to build some troops that are actually going to be able to take the brunt of this force. My partner does have archers with fire arrows now. That's useful. But they are too far forward. They need to get behind these men. Or they just will be butchered like they are being butchered at the moment. Yeah, looks like I do try to use these as cavalry. And as you can see, they work pretty well. Even against pikemen, they still do quite a bit of damage without taking too much. Which is pretty crazy. I should have kept this moving, but these did a great job, actually. I didn't micro this one at all, so should have. So it's basically a fight for the center. At the moment, we are winning. I guess. But can't get too cocky. We need more troops to do anything of use here. Looks like I will lead a small expedition into his base area to try and destroy some things. But he's very quick and destroys his things quickly, allowing me not to get levels or power points off his furnaces, which is a good play. My battle wagons do have the archers on them now. The archers are very good. Some strategy would be very good is build a mine shaft here and use the battle wagon bug, where you just put the battle wagons with the archers on them inside, and they will shoot from that place forever until you take them out, even after the tunnel is destroyed, or mine shaft I should say. It's an annoying bug, and they have the range of freaking archer god. It's crazy. I might be in trouble here. Which is level 3. But he is Carnage's cooldown. On cooldown. There's a slam, send him flying. And I use the charge attack from my Guardians here. I love the charge attack from the Guardian. Extremely good. But I do lose this battle quite hard. And Gloin has been crippled, so he will be killed. And Saruman with this knockdown will have none of it. I need to keep these away from Saruman. I don't know what I'm doing. They do pretty good damage. If you just keep him away and keep running, they'll keep shooting him. But I don't think I'll be able to save Gloin here, especially not with some pikemen. I'm poised to lose my things here. Although I did manage to get them all in a heal, which is nice. Took a little bit of damage there. Gloin is toast because of that knockdown. There's no way I can save that guy. My teammate does destroy one of his archer ranges for some reason. Not quite sure why. I'm curious to see how he got up onto the black gate. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that, because I want to see. It's not an overly useful bug, but Still interesting to see some of the bugs in this game and how they're done. Even if the black gate bug is not really going to change anything. And he's rebuilding his thing there. I think you actually have to build them and have them come out onto it, possibly. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. He said that bug was fixed, but he was going to try it anyway. And here's a close-up of the Urkai. Still looks pretty good, even so many years later. This whole game does, really. For an RTS, it is quite the looker. It's got that Lord of the Rings vibe, which I love. Here comes Isengard again for another attack. But this time he has Saruman and Wormtongue. Wormtongue could be very, very bad for us if he gets leveled up. Any hero we bring to the table, especially a Dwarven hero like Gimli or something, could be turned against us, and that would be disastrous. We do have quite the force for defense, but he has 3 heroes, and I don't think we have any. We have King Dane, so at least we have something. As you can see, Saruman crushes quite a few guys that much trouble. Sucks. And there's arrow volley going off on them. Well, Isengard's attack didn't do too much. I almost lost my King Dane, that was very close. So we do manage to push them back. And now we can go on the offensive. Best time to go on a counterattack is right after you defend against an attack, I feel. It's kind of a lesson I've learned watching pros play and such in other RTS games like StarCraft. Also, the best time to make an expansion is when your team or your opponent attacks and you defend and succeed. So there you go. I guess that could be applied to this as well. Maybe the best time to build outward would be after a defense. Maybe? But he's continuing to lose a lot of furnaces. But Saruman is being quite the nuisance. We've actually knocked him down quite a bit. Let's check out his power points and his money. He's still making good money. He still can hold 800 troops, so he's still nowhere near the level we need him to be in this. He is losing more. Down to 700 now. But he does have an army out of guys with upgrades now. We don't have any upgrades, but he has the weapons upgrades. Probably working on armor upgrades as well, I'd imagine. No, he already has it. So yeah, it's just a matter of equipping. And his army will be very superior to our army. I think I actually have armor as well. I do. I have armor and weapons, so it's not too much better, but he gets leadership as where I don't have any, because my King Dane is dead? Or something. Lloyd is going to die here. Especially with Saruman's knocked down. So my army has been defeated here. And we might be in some trouble, it's looking like. If the Urkai can get to a point where they're overpowering you, you are in a lot of trouble. I mean, if it goes too late game, we have a very big advantage. So he probably doesn't want that. But power points wise, he has Devastation, which is... it's a great power. You can use it to stun armies as well. I don't know how good it is in this map. I mean, this cluster of trees would be great for resources. I'm assuming there was a couple more, maybe. But not the best power. Probably wanting to go industry for him, I would imagine. This is good for a bulk chunk of like 2,500 gold or whatever. And Longcon has heal and some power points left over. I have heal and some power points left over as well. You can see as they come out, they definitely hit the bug. Or it looks buggy when they hit the wall. I'm not sure if he got up here already. That time may be past. But he is pushing forward quite nicely. He's managed to take out an upgraded archery archer range. But Saruman is doing lots of work. Don't undervalue your Saruman. Against armies, Saruman is great. Here comes a Boromir. Level 1, unfortunately, so he won't be able to do a whole lot. So we do fight him off for now, but he is rebuilding his army, as you can see in the background here. So he will come back with a vengeance. And we probably won't be prepared. We do have King Dain, Boromir, and we're starting to get some troops out. But he will be upgraded before we get here. And we probably won't be. Because of money reasons, I'd imagine.
I, Theoden King, will ride to war.
Apparently there's a Theoden. As you can see and hear.
The phalanx will bring some order.
When I observe a team, it uses their unit speeches. So that's a thing. Kind of cool. See, let's go back to observing all players. He does have Rohirrim now and Theoden, so he could potentially go around destroying all of these furnaces and probably get away with it if he was trying that. It'd be cool if the Black Gate was closable. It's such a big gate though. Unfortunately, he manages to run his guys into pikemen. I mean, they did pretty well, but he should have like ran them through, not just like stood there on them. You don't want your cavalry to sit there against heavily armored weaponed opponents. The best use to use a sweeping action, and here he uses a good use of that. I think he actually just got money off of the trees that are summoned from Elven Wood with the lumber power. That is insane. Because I'm pretty sure there was no trees here before. These trees would be very out of place. But that actually summons trees, and you can use that power on that. So I don't know if you knew that. I didn't know that. I'm not sure he got a lot of money off of it, but I'm assuming he might have. He does have a lot of money at the moment, so I'm assuming it probably did. Yeah, he does have Watcher. There's the Watcher. That sucks for us. Watcher's very hard to get rid of. I have a lot of Archers. We do not, and our troops are just running into it and dying. Thankfully, I do manage to save most of my troops here. And I don't think I will kill any of these heroes, since they can all outrun my army, since dwarves are slow. So at the moment, it's mainly just me against Uruk-hai, and he's winning. I'd definitely say. My partner is helping, don't get me wrong. But I remember very specifically he was screwing around. trying to get up on this gate and etc. And I don't know how he did it. But I didn't get to see that, so that sucks. Not sure if it happens later, but I don't think so. We do still have a pretty good forward base here, though. But if this forward base gets destroyed, we pretty much lose the game. We have no backup barracks or anything of that nature over here. And Urkai, late game, suffer against units with flying at least, but doesn't have to worry about that here. This will be straight up ground on ground. And while their crossbows aren't amazing, they will get the job done here. Nice defensive fireball, blocking off one direction while he was trying to swoop in through another. The arrow volley made him run away. So that was a potentially really good play, actually. Quite impressed by that. Even if it didn't eventually work out to his liking. But he will have a big advantage here. He has upgrades. My partner does not have any upgrades on his troops. He has Theoden's leadership, which is great. It's 50% damage. Not armor, though. And Theoden is not going to live very long. As you can see, Theoden's crippled and will die swiftly pretty soon.
I join my ancestors! Fight on, Rohan!
Looks like he used Venomous Words. Venomous Words basically is a Creebane, I'm not aware. So all the attack damage and armor, that giant chunk of my troops are lowered. Sucks for me. It's basically running around with a Nazgul in the middle of you guys. Nobody wants that. But we have managed to push forward a little bit. We're actually going to get to his base, which is surprising. As long as we keep the troops coming, I guess we could overwhelm them eventually. Saruman is definitely very, very good here. So is Lightning Tower from Isengard. That's going off. Killing many troops. And Glowing looks like he has been stabbed by Wormtongue as well. Wormtongue is a little bastard. And he is invisible. I haven't played around with Wormtongue much, but he is pretty he's a cool hero. I like his power set and his abilities, which are the same thing. His power set and his, just the way he plays is what I mean. Kind of sneaky, like rogue-like, basically, is what he is. But actually, here we're doing pretty well. The men have the arrow volley, the wood, and the heal. I have Dwarven Riches and heal and 15 power points. I don't know what I can get for 15 power points. I think after that you would have to go for Cloudbreak or Undermine. Nobody wants Undermine. And he has a ton of power points. He already has a Watcher, so potentially he could get Dragon Strike or...
Servants! Protect me!
What's the other one? Dragon. Summon Dragon. So I'll leave it on his view for a minute. He is getting lots and lots of money.
Have mercy upon me!
Yep. There he goes, running away. So he's chosen to get Dragon Strike, and that would be the best power to choose by far. As soon as he can see a fortress of some kind or whatever, he will take it out. He did use it. Let's see where it is. He's going to burn my base to the ground. Dragon Strike in this patch is just overpowered as hell. As you can see, I don't know why it is so strong. But it is. So my fort is gone. Let's go back to the observe all players. There's still a big men army here, but it's not going to live very long, it doesn't look like. He's running into a wall of troops. And like I said before, he's not upgraded, he has no chance of actually fighting these troops. His archers do. Other than that, not so much. It's like he's just gunning for all of his furnaces. Which sounds good in theory, but he has 5,000 big ones. He's not hurting for money. It does hurt his command point limit. He is over it now. He cannot build any more troops. So that's something at least, but his army at the moment is more than adequate. And now I'm missing my fortress, meaning I can't use any powers. And I probably can't even afford to rebuild it yet. No, I'm very far from being able to rebuild my fort. So that hurt me quite a bit. Just goes to show, once you get Isengard going, you can actually take out their base without even being there quite easily. As long as they don't have too many arrow towers in their base, because the dragon will die to arrows. And that makes for a sad panda of an Isengard. So Isengard is probably going to want to attack as soon as possible, I'd imagine. Meanwhile, he's going to have to rebuild all these furnaces, which he is in the process of doing. And he's now building berserkers, which are very good. Good choice of unit to fight this army. They're pretty good against cavalry, not great. You don't want them to get hit, but I mean, if they get the hit off, they do pretty good damage. And we at least haven't lost our middle position. He immediately lost all his cavalry. I wonder if he's going to use the thing again. Oh, he can't. I was hoping this was off cooldown so he would devastation it, so I could see if it actually gave him money. That does intrigue me quite a bit. I like how one power counter products to the other power, if that's true. Aragorn is going to die here. Oh man. A little bit of money for him. He's getting lots of money off of kills here because of Lurtz's power. It gives him a pillage or whatever. And he does actually have a guy up on the Black Gate. There you go. And they said it couldn't be done. They are soldiers, so they can't actually shoot or anything. But it's still amusing. I'm not sure how we got up there. And somehow he just disappeared into the wall. Huh. Well, they're up there. I see them. They're like inside the rock. There. Well, that's not useful, really. But it's something. Here comes the Watcher, destroying our army here. Great use of the Watcher. That is why you don't bunch your troops up one spot. Especially against a team that has Watcher. Because you will regret it. And he has the little Berserker squad over here destroying buildings. Very destructive. And he has bypassed the defenses. So we're in a lot of trouble. Looks like I do have a new fortress. Not a second fortress, but a new one. I put it back in the far left corner so he wouldn't know where it was to hit with a dragon strike. He has to use the Prebane or something to search around, but I don't think it's going to matter anymore. We have now lost control of the center, it looks like. And he will probably send this army in very soon, reinforcing his army. The fact he still has Saruman out here, level 10 as well. He can steal units, he can use that. That is very good, as you see. So the Isengard heroes are the heroes of this game, pretty much. They have wrecked us hard. We managed to build a comeback force, a defense force, in time. We're not dead yet, but we have lost a lot of stuff here. And it's only a matter of time before Dragon Strike is off cooldown again. Ooh. It does give him money. There you go. It's now fact. He gains money off of the trees summoned by men and elves. Very cool. So here he pushes out again. Caravoli coming down. Won't do much because they're heavily armored and they're heavily leadershiped. But we do have a lot of archers here. And we do have our King Dane. Ooh. That power comes back pretty quickly, actually. I thought Saruman's Wizard Blast had a longer recharge time. It's maybe a minute. That's pretty quick. It recharges just as fast as Wizard Blast, almost. It does. Insane. So yeah, if you have alerts with your army all the time, you are making bank. Especially after killing heroes. That is one of the reasons Urkai are actually one of the best. There's the guys again, standing up on the gate. Urkai are the best team for resources, actually. If there's an Isengard in the game and it goes long, they will definitely have the most money. Because of the fact that they have industry, they have the... what's it called? Devastation. Devastation is great for money. Gives you tons of money. Shit, he has enough for summon a dragon now. And also they have that, which gives them thousands of gold off just killing heroes alone. Killing armies as well. And we got 45 killing point for some reason. But level 10 Saruman's going to be difficult to kill. Nigh impossible for us. He's just slaughtering our troops. Not much problem, really. Creebane pretty much assures the victory. Even if we do have upgrades, we'll still be at a huge disadvantage because of Creebane. He does have a dragon now. So I'd be curious to see where he sends that. There's a small incursion force of men here. I don't think he has much to worry about here. Because he has two armies. Theoden is about to get completely wrecked. Yep. And even Aravali unupgraded, or just upgraded regular troops. It kills the crossbows, but regular guys and stuff. And the cooldown timer on Dragon Strike is coming closer and closer. It's not something we want to happen again. But yeah, you can see Isengard by himself clearly has control of this game. Not a whole lot my partner and I can do here. Some Rohirrim could be good if he uses it and just destroys some stuff, but it won't make too much difference. Eye of Cloudbreak, not particularly useful. It is useful though, don't get me wrong. It's a stun, meaning we could stun this army and attack it. That was a very premature horn. And in comes the dragon. I think that's the special edition Smog Dragon or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely cooler than the original dragon that I remember. The longer neck, like skinnier body kind of thing. This is a meteor dragon. And he's going to kill many, many dwarves and men here. You never want to use this dragon to try to attack a fortress. It doesn't do much. The dragon excels at excuse me, destroying armies and small structures. It'll take a while to kill a dwarven bear. Slow him down. As you can see, take like 4 hits to kill a barracks, which isn't great. But he did do his part, allowing the Isengard to sneak by, start destroying the rest of our structures up here. And we do have Cloudbright coming out, which he immediately overrides with Rain. You can play by him. He does have Wildman as well. Dragon Strike is almost on cooldown. And many guys here die as Saruman. Saruman just being MVP of this game.
I join my ancestors!
I'll be keeping
Fight on,
that in mind when I play with Saruman next time. Just try and get him leveled up because he is a monster. As long as I have alerts out and stuff as well. But one-on-one, I think he always wins a fight because he has a knockdown, as where other heroes don't. Except for Boromir, I think. I think Boromir and Saruman are the only ones with knockdown. Don't quote me on that. But that's the only ones I can think of at the moment. And Dragon Strike has been recharged. Men Fortress is going to be a pile of rubble. Yep, there it goes. Unfortunate for us. He really has all the tools that he needs to finish this off here. We have lost our, well, almost lost our front. That does cripple the men quite badly. All he has left is a barracks in our archery range and another barracks. But I don't have much more than that, to be perfectly fair. I have 3 barracks in archery range, and that's it. And a crappy little dwarven citadel here. Not citadel, fortress. Starting to build another barracks over here, but that's not going to matter. Now that he has breached the front defense, we can't catch him, let alone stop him from destroying the rest of our buildings. So he has basically won this game. And somehow he manages to run right into my Gloin. So my Gloin will be dead in seconds. Yep, there he goes. For some reason Gloin's only worth 45 resources when he dies. I'm not sure what's up with that. But he is getting 12 a pop for like these Men of Dale and such. That adds up quite quickly. And as you can see, he's at 14,000. He can't spend his money if he wanted to. That's where we really need the money. And that's the strength of Isengard, is their economy and their strong armies. Their weakness is late game. I found they're not great at sieging, but they're not the worst. They do have mines and they do have ballistas and battering rams. If used correctly, they can siege, but their main weakness is their archers. They have only one option for archery, and it's not very good. That's where most teams have at least 2 archery types. They have 1, and 1 only. And here's the Watcher doing some structural damage. He doesn't do awful damage when he actually hits the right thing. But you have to wait for that one tentacle to come around and whip it. Good. Right. Never good. So I've pretty much lost everything here. This is pretty much GG, I'd say. Isengard's clearly won this game. He's got a huge base, he's got all the money in the world. And level 5 troops all over the place. So they would be hard to stop by themselves. Maybe he'll go next to that fire dragon and burn it out, who knows. I could only hope. But no, it doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on the way you look at it, he didn't manage to kill my fortress. Although at this point I'm begging for death. I prefer I died quicker rather than later. But he will eventually kill everything. He should really just split his army up and start attacking. Or he could just bulk attack this. I guess he's trying to get rid of all the mine shafts so I can't teleport around. Guess that makes sense. Also, if he gets rid of all the mine shafts, any builders in the mine shaft would just get out. I don't know if he knows I have his fortress. Say he has every power he can have. I don't really have anything useful. But here he decides to engage this finally. But really all there is a couple guys. And there you go. There are some archers actually up on the Black Gate. So he managed to do that at some point. Don't know how. But that's interesting. I believe the men's last building is going to be this statue here. I guess statues still keep you alive in this patch. I don't know. I know they used to, at least. Yep, they definitely do keep you alive. I've always found it weird that a statue keeps you in the game. There are a couple things, small gripes, you know, like the heroic statue keeping you alive, Gorkill's totem keeping you alive. I don't quite understand why those were design decisions. They're kind of silly. As to where, like, dwarves can build the same thing, and the elves, but they don't keep them alive. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If you really think about it. And it's just really annoying. Because they're easily hideable. Especially the Gorkill totem glitch. You glitch a totem off the map and it keeps you alive for eternity. And there's the high ground coming into play. In this case, it's actually useful. But yeah, Saruman doesn't agree. And there he actually destroyed the gate. So there you go. Saruman can destroy Black Gate. That's definitely different. Because you're not normally able to target it, but I guess if you put a target on it, you can destroy it somehow. That's weird. And it says it's building. Does it rebuild the Black Gate? I'm sorry, I'm more curious than that. Longcon has been defeated though, that was his last building. Probably for the best. It says it rebuilt, but it didn't do anything. So yeah, now Isengard just has to hunt down my last structures. Which really is only 2. Yep. Sorry, my voice is going hoarse. So at this point I should really just give up. He outplayed us both very well. I was kind of shocked when we lost this game. I was like, how did we just lose a 2-on-1? You know, it's like, that's insane. Well played to the Isengard guy. He did quite well. Please no walls. Oh man. That could make the game drag on. Will he lose a bunch of troops to the Fire Drake? Oh, Fire Drakes are just so good. Even fully upgraded level 5 troops just burn to death in one thing. Thank God. I quit the game and I have been defeated, so well played to Big Boss. 2-on-1. You are the man. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a interesting game, to say the least. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next replay. Take care.